Hey, Stephon, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Ouch. I'm late, Stephon, but I'm here. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, is it clear or is it staticky? Okay, there's the link, Stephon. Come on up here so we can talk about what's going on, because there's a lot going on. Okay, it sounds good? Good. I just dropped the link. Hit the link and come on up and we can talk about what's going on over there in Wayne's World. It's been some stuff going down today, Stephon. It's been a lot of stuff going down today. Okay, I dropped the link. When you hit the link, I'll bring you up. Okay, it says device not connected. Let me see. Do you have an avatar? Hey, Shawanda. What's going on, Shawanda? Shawanda, you hanging out with me and Stephon? We're going to talk about Wayne's World for a few minutes. We're going to talk about what's going on over there in country Wayne's World, because it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of bull, crop, proper, and a lot of malacca going on over there. And we about to talk about it. But I need to know if Stephon, if it said his device wasn't connected. But now, I think it's connected, but I don't see anything. Stephon, do you have a picture? Hey, Shawanda, welcome to the live. You know, I was live for about an hour and maybe not quite an hour and 30 minutes, but we're going to talk for a few minutes. Just a few minutes. You're doing good today? Shawanda. Shawanda, you stay in these YouTube streets. Uh-oh, Stephon fell off. He dropped off. Shawanda, you want to come up here while we waiting on Stephon? Hey, people, like, drop a comment if you don't mind, because we just about to talk about some fun stuff, some positive stuff. I don't know why every time he comes up it says device not connected. Okay, but I see it now. Stephon, type in it. Can you type in the chat and let me know if he has I don't know if he has an avatar up. Like, let me see. Let me just try it anyway. Let me see. Hey, Shawanda. Uh-oh. Shawanda almost took you off. Hey, Shawanda. What's going on? Look, I got out now. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I hear Shawanda too. I hear both of y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Stephon? Hey, Shawanda.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What you say?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Me and Stephon about to. Shawanda, do you watch Country Wayne? Do you watch the skits?
Mm-mm.
You don't. Girl, we might be boring you. Fun though. They be fun though. Stephon, what's going on?
I can't complain at all. It's just a lot went on today, didn't it?
A lot went on today. Y'all, let me get rid of this music. Yes, a lot went on today. It was ridiculous. You know, somebody got served those divorce papers.
And he looked mad.
Now. Ooh, he looked mad as far. Shawanda, what you think about a man that gets mad because he gets served divorce papers first? He was the one that cheated, made a baby. The wife served up those divorce papers.
Sheila over there grinning the whole time.
Oh, you talking about Shayla mama?
No, Sheila. When she when he was telling her about the divorce papers. She was up
Oh
there
yeah,
grinning.
he got a side chick now with a baby. The side chick was his wife's best friend. Well, his
Well, we
wife
don't
thought that
know.
was his best friend.
We don't know if that's his real baby.
I know. She get around, Shawanda. She gets around. And you know how they do these skits. They be like the soap operas, girl. They'll throw a monkey wrench in there. Okay? They'll throw a monkey wrench in there on you. Shoo, you don't know what be going on. They'll throw a
Yeah.
monkey wrench on there and they're on you. And you know, she was with one guy, started cheating with her best friend's husband, end up pregnant. Some guy came from the past a while ago. He popped up for a few episodes while she was dating her best friend's other ex. This girl loved her best friend exes, her currents, her futures, all of them. It sounds like a mess, don't you, Shawanda? Stephon, ain't it a mess?
Well, everything a
A
mess
big
in country
mess.
Wayne world. Everything
It is.
you ain't gonna have nothing positive.
Mm-mm,
Not long
mm-mm.
anyway.
Shawanda, what happened was, okay, she dated, she was dating. Oh my God, it's just so confusing. She had a boyfriend, which is Country Wayne's brother. Okay, she had a boyfriend. Her best friend had a husband. She started creeping up on the husband. He fell to the temptation. They started having a full out affair for probably about a good year for real. We were so tired of it. In the comments, we was acting a fool in the comments. She ends up getting pregnant, hiding the pregnancy from his wife. His wife also got pregnant and miscarried. They adopted a child. When she found out that they was doing the whoop ta toot ta toot, she got in. She got a lick in on him. And out of all that, the adoption agency came back and took her baby because of all of that, unstable household, unstable family. And so, that Joker went with her best friend and now they're together as a couple, but he's stressed out. He's stressed out like crazy because she sent those divorce papers today and she going for everything. Everything. But I think that, Stephon, I think that was right of Brittany to tell her to go for everything because the judge probably won't give her everything. Because, the less you ask for, probably the less you're going to get.
Yeah, and then
Right.
you don't want to end up like Sonny did. get,
Oh, oh my God.
get
Shawanda,
nothing.
that's a whole other one. Her husband was cheating on her with a man. She talked
Mhm.
to Sonny really talked too much. Sonny had it going on for real, but she talked too much to another hater. The hater went and showed some proof that she had been messing around on the husband, and she really wasn't messing around on the husband. She caught the husband cheating with a man, so divorce was it for her. It was going to be a divorce, but she started dating, and so you know how that goes. So now the ex-husband can say, "Well, she was dating too." Did she get
Mhm.
anything, Stephon? Or was it
She got
like very little?
a condo and a little bit of money.
Mm.
That was the settlement, but her and Jay Diva was talking about like flipping the condo, like making money off that, like to
Oh,
rent
like
it
a,
out
a
or something.
Airbnb or something.
Yeah. That what they was talking about doing to it to make some money. And then what Mike did with the business, they going 50-50 on it. So,
Right. Right.
so
Because I guess she was trying to show him that she does appreciate him. Shawan, there be so much
yeah.
going on. Like it's almost like too many storylines going on. I just
Right.
watch certain ones. I'm to the point where I just watch certain ones now because they got storyline with folks in the streets. And then it's kind of hard to keep them separate because every now and again they'll take the hood folks and throw them in with the other folks. Then it's like you just stuck watching all of it. But I ain't gonna lie, it'd be fun though. If it's better than watching people argue with each other all the time and stuff. For real, for real. Like it's the skits are better. Look at Ivan. Who is Ivan? Ivan,
It's
if you don't get up off of here, what now, Ivan? You
like
can stay as
watching
long as
soap
you're doing
opera.
it because you're giving a view.
No, let them stay.
Yeah, Ivan,
It's
you can
like
stay.
watching soap operas.
Mm-hmm. It really
Younger than the
is.
rest of us. hmm My mama
Yeah, it's
used to
like
make me
watching soap
watch Younger
opera.
than the rest.
Yeah. And it's better than watching people like argue all the time, being into it and stuff. Sometimes you want to watch some fun stuff. Like I like to watch couples channels and the stuff with the kids and what else? Like animals. I watch some animals, certain cooking channels. Like what else do you watch, Stephon and Sharonda? What else do you watch? Like just
I
different
watch
from just
everything on YouTube. You know the most I
Me too. I
watch.
watch everything.
I watch Nigerian movies most of the time.
that's right.
But
That's right.
yeah, if it ain't sports, um, yeah, I've been in every sector that you can think of. Kwame Brown, the conscious community, the mukbang sector, uh, anything that you could think of. I watch stuff from India, you know, Korea. Yeah, I
For
watch
real?
anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's some mukbangers I watch from Korea.
From
They be
Korea, yeah.
cooking the food. Yeah, they be cooking the food and eating it.
Right.
It be looking wild.
They,
It be,
hey
they put a lot of
Spencer.
chili in. They put a lot of chili in their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Oh, they
those
do. They really do. Now I ain't gonna lie, this chili be good. Hey Spencer, welcome to the live. Spencer says Lions Pride, my boo. Panelists and chat. Welcome to the live, Spencer. How you doing? How you doing? We're just on here, Spencer, trying to have just a little light commentary on some skits. We'll be watching those Country Wayne skits. So we wanted to come on here and talk about some of the stuff going on. You know, those skits be off the chain. It's like Stephon said, they like soap operas. Shawanda, if you watch soap operas, you'll enjoy those skits. Because you know
Okay.
YouTube got something for everybody. But if you like soap operas, you'll enjoy his skits. Hey Joyelle sis, look at Spencer. Look at Joyelle. Welcome into the live, y'all. We just having a little Country Wayne talk. We
hey
got
everybody.
Shawanda up here because Shawanda be in these YouTube streets. So I'm like, since she came through, let's get up on the panel. Let's
But
get
yeah,
up on the panel.
when I first started watching Wayne, it wasn't like a soap opera. It was more like comedy, skits.
Right. He was doing
And
those comedy skits.
yeah, yeah, and later on, I guess when he started getting bigger and the actors and actresses started getting notoriety, they started doing
Mm-hmm.
like the soap opera type stuff. But you see less
Right.
and less of him and his family. You know, at the beginning it was a lot of him and his family. He'll have his baby mamas in there and everything and doing
Mm-hmm.
skits. Because
Now, ain't
I
gonna lie,
miss
he
I
employs
miss
people.
some I miss like the drip character. I miss that. I miss where he played the sugar daddy. What's
Yep.
the sugar daddy name? I
I
miss
forgot his
that one.
daddy name. I love Drip though. I
Yeah,
definitely miss
Drip.
Drip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He should bring that back. Cause remember
Yeah.
he was Aristine's probation officer. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was his
She was Drip Fuller.
probation officer.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Shawanda, you have to watch it. You have to go watch it. Country Wayne. What? It's just Country Wayne, right? It's just Country
yeah.
Wayne. We be calling it Wayne's World because there's so much going on over there. Spencer said, "Is he still with the pretty gray-haired lady?" Oh, Spencer! Oh my
Oh,
gosh, he has
whoa.
been with so many. She talking about Ro. Mm-hmm. She is
Hmm.
pretty. Ro is a pretty lady. She is pretty, and I'm talking about all those young men love Ro. Shawanda,
Hmm.
she about old enough to be their aunties, but when I tell you they love that woman, she's not
Yeah,
quite old
yeah.
enough to be their mom, but she old enough to be auntie Ro. I'm talking about all the main characters. She been with Wayne. She dated Wayne. She dated Mike. She dated Anthony.
It's
Look at
Anthony.
Spencer.
Anthony. Mhm.
Spencer. She got it going on. It definitely didn't crack. Okay, Rose Black definitely didn't crack. Yep,
Oh yeah, yeah.
she got it going
She's
on.
beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She really is. And you know, she always. I used to be like, don't take Ro off because Ro make the show. Ro make the show. She do. You know, I like it when Ro comes on the show. Not when she comes on the show, but I like it that she's on the show because I know sometimes they take a hiatus. You know, they'll take a little break, and then it like what's her name? Coco. Is it Coco Brown? Is her last name
Yeah,
Brown?
yeah. Coco
Yeah,
Brown.
I think she'll be back soon. I think
Yeah,
she'll be back
yeah. Because
soon.
she need to find out. Because her boyfriend went through all of it. Because of Anthony.
Right. Right, cause of Anthony. He should. Didn't he take him out? Look, Shawanda, you know we were telling you about the ones that had the affair, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
somebody knew about the affair early, but the guy's kind of, you know, he had some mental issues, so they played it like he didn't know what he was talking about. The wife had to apologize because the husband said, "Oh, he lying. He don't know what he's talking about." Because he said your best friend sleeping with your husband. And he bust one day,
Mm-hmm.
and he started having a breakdown. So you know they got by like this. was a breakdown, saying he didn't know what he was talking about. It was crazy. So they got by a little bit longer. They got by a little bit longer with it. But yeah, it was horrible. It was that was the longest affair. I'm telling you, that was worse than a soap opera. Because like regular soap operas, like Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and all those soap operas, you find out about an affair in probably like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe. Girl, it went on for like a year. It went on for a year.
If you think about it, it just was a reverse storyline because remember Wayne and Amber, it took a long time for him to find out. They made him look like he was dumb. And then when this happened with Anthony and Sheila, it made Amber look like she was dumb, and you know what I'm saying? They just reversed the storyline with the two. That's what they pretty much did.
Yeah.
Because it was a long time. We were saying the same thing. Like, Dad, Anthony, when you gonna find out your wife cheating with Wayne? Yes.
But look, I think you know what? That may not be his baby. It's a possibility because it's like it's a soap opera, so they can write it any kind of way. But I think whether it's his or not, I think he's gonna be so afraid of losing his stuff, all the things he's acquired before that marriage, that because he ain't feeling Shayla for real anyway. He's really not. And he's getting tired of her mother butting in their business. And he got on to her about her mother butting in their business. So I'm thinking Anthony might decide it's cheaper to keep her. It's probably cheaper to keep her as a wife and he just pay child support.
He was just lusting. I mean, that 20% was looking good, but now he realized he wasted that 20 on wasted that 80% for that 20. So he having second thoughts about that. You know what I'm saying? She's so immature and everything, and she messy.
She's very immature, and she's getting messier. She's getting just like her mother. You see how she did PR today?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Another woman that he living with his best friend. That they did have like a one-nighter or something when they were in college, but they tell everybody that they're best friends, and I really do think that they're friends. But I do feel like in her heart she would be with Anthony. I do feel like PR would be with Anthony, but right now they're just living together. She helping him out as a friend. She went over there and tried to get the girl all discombobulated about Wayne. She and Wayne just broke up, and now he was on Instagram or something with another girl. Now she was messy with that. Because did you hear her say, "Are you about to go cry?"
Yeah, she wanted.
She said that.
She was throwing shots. She was throwing shots, trying to say, "Well, if Anthony went over there, you can pay attention to your man." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spencer,
so she don't like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stephon. Go ahead.
No. You can go ahead. I was just saying that she don't like it. Yeah. Because it is a good question though. If this supposed to be your woman, why are you staying with another woman for?
Yeah. Now she's right. She's right on that question because we've been wanting to know like why. Because that's what makes me feel like I don't know if he feel like you can't correct what you did. You had an affair with her best friend. All the judges gonna know all of this. With her best friend, you potentially have a baby. You're claiming a baby. So, I mean, you might as well just move in with her. You at her apartment all the time. When you're not at her apartment, you're at her mother's house. You're basically just going to your best friend's house, which is a woman too, and spending the night. So why not go ahead and just stay in the apartment? He's paying for the apartment, Shawanda. He's paying for the apartment that his mistress is in, but he won't live with her because he's still married. But he's not at home either. In his big house, he got basically a mansion. Won't live in the mansion. Won't live with the baby mama. He's living with a friend from college. It's crazy. They write that so crazy.
Yeah, and it's Amber got 2 houses, and he and the house that he built. And I'll stay right in my house. We'll probably be in separate rooms, but I'll be right in my house. I mean, he had that house before her. Now the second house, if she want to go over there, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you moving around, staying with friend to friend. He was staying with what's the pizza guy name? Dallin, whatever his name is. Dallin, yeah. He was staying with him and he kicked him out. He said, "You got to go."
Yeah, I mean, even Dallin had enough sense to kick him out. Like, dude, you got to go get your stuff together. Like, you You have cheated on your wife. You got me involved. Now your wife can't stand me. I love your wife. Now your wife can't stand me. But Dana messed himself up with Amber when he kissed her while she was all torn up about her husband. How do you kiss your best friend's wife? It's too much best friend stuff going on for me. It's too much swap another.
But Amber be doing some fake stuff too. Like you
She
should have
does.
told Brett when that happened. If that's your best friend, right? You should have told, and you
Right.
saw what happened to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't
Mm-hmm.
tell your best friend that. And then another time, with her cousin Jake, you
Mm-hmm.
gonna move your cousin's wife boyfriend in your house. That's crazy.
You hear that,
And that's
Shawanda?
the crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. Like, where's the loyalty at? He coming to check up on you and worrying about you because your husband cheated on you, and you got his wife, boyfriend living with you.
I'm
Yo,
telling you, Shawanda, it's a hot mess. The one that we was talking about that got cheated on, the man had the
Mm-hmm.
husband had she got a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
The cousin's wife is cheating on him. She let the
Mm-hmm.
cousin's wife boyfriend move into her house just to make some money, and
Mm-hmm.
then had to end up giving the money back.
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever take it back? Did he ever take that rent
no,
money back?
no,
He paid rent for a year.
no. He just told her to keep it. You know what I'm saying? And because the
Wow.
dog, he didn't want to get her mad enough that blow his spot up because he do illegal
Yeah,
activities.
because he do illegal activities. Exactly, Joyelle. Sounds like he needs to get his house in order. He has a nice house, like a mansion that he built before his marriage, and then he bought his wife a house, or he helped her buy that house. So she should just go ahead and get her alimony, get her house, get a percentage of the business if she wants to. But again, you got to ask for the most, knowing that you probably won't get the most. Because if you ask for half, and see, I think they were there in Georgia, so they were talking about, how it is when you get a divorce. I think she could get all of it. As you know, his friend Shania is a lawyer. He's not functioning as one now, but he was like, yeah, she could get half. So he did tell him the truth. But Shayla's mother is supposed to know it all, and her husband is cheating on her, but she's supposed to. How can you encourage your daughter to cheat with her best friend's husband, and then your husband end up cheating on you? It's too much cheating going on, y'all. It's too much cheating, and if you don't watch it, we probably sound crazy. We sound crazy. Like Spencer said, that's crazy.
I'm
We
going.
sound crazy.
I got a theory though. I don't think a husband cheating. I think that's the daughter playing like
I
another woman because
didn't even think about
they
that.
trying to get her. Because the daughter always talking in Spanish, and the
Right,
woman that answered the phone was talking in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, papi or
right.
whatever.
That's
So
some of the characters right there, y'all. You see that?
I'm
Look at
thinking, yeah, yeah, that's Maybach Mike right there.
that.
He got all, he got all the women in country
Yeah,
world.
all the women. That's something how a vehicle can get you women like that. Because now Mike is a player. Mike was getting the women anyway. Hey, Aris B. Hey, Lions and chat. Hey, Aris B, how you doing? Look at Spencer. Look, Spencer said, Lord, y'all, Mike gets all the women. This is before the car. Now that he has his Maybach, he getting all the women. Okay, we know how he's talking about this cheating, Shawanda. I don't see how they do it because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we could do that. I don't think we could do it, Shawanda.
Mm-mm. Me
Look,
neither.
there he is with his newest affiliation, right? Now that's her friend
Right.
telling him, you better come around here a little bit more because her ex is coming, right? Now here
Right.
he is with what is should be his main affiliation.
Right.
It's too much going on. And
You
this
know, we
guy
got
right here,
you know
that's her
we
ex.
got bets in the chat. We got bets in the chat that he gonna mess with Momo. Oh, he got her too. He got her esteem too. Every woman up there,
Yeah,
he got.
yeah, he with Ernestine. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can explain this real quick. Okay. These two just got together recently. All right. That's her best friend telling him he better come around a little bit more because her ex right here is starting to creep back around, even though her ex started to date this chick. Well, he can't come around that much because he got his main squeezed too. So I'm like, y'all doing too much swapping other bodily secretions to me. It's just too much swapping other bodies. Look, this channel is not made for kids. We don't take it too far, but we take it far enough. It's too much swapping other bodily secretions going on to me.
Yeah, everybody got a turn. You know what I'm saying? It's like a car.
Arisby. Money buys love. Look like it, Arisby. Look like we got money buying love around here.
Yeah, Mike done passed Wayne. You know, Wayne used to have them all, but
yeah,
Mike done passed him. You know, and it'd be so funny. They'll go on trips and everybody in the trip them slept with each other. It'd be like a whole group of them.
I'm telling y'all, we just look. I see now why people are you going to start covering it? A little bit, not a lot, Spencer, probably a little bit. We talk about it when I go walking in the evening time. Me and Stephon usually talk about it during the evenings. But you know, that's one thing I don't like doing. I don't like covering other people's stuff. Like, I don't know, I feel funny about that. I feel like they working hard. You know, they're working hard. And then I don't do it to make money. But a lot of times people just make money off of those people. But hey, I guess if you big like him, his money gonna get made regardless. So if you big like him,
yeah, he got a scepter now because
it won't even hurt him at all. Hey,
he got a scepter now because a lot of people covering.
Yeah, a lot of people cover him.
Be popping up on my feeds all the time.
Yep,
and they be having polls and everything.
I'm like to leave online prior so I can keep moving through YouTube script.
Huh?
I'm about to leave right now because I just want to keep it moving through YouTube script.
Okay, you about to leave?
Mm-hmm.
What you? I couldn't hear you. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now what you say, Shawanda?
I said I'm about to leave right now.
Okay, all right. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
I just want to show a little love support to you. That's all.
You always do. You always do. You know I appreciate you. Look, we click, Shawanda. We click. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Nice talking
later.
All
okay.
Right.
Nice to meet you too. All right, later.
Okay, thank you, Shawanda Williams. Y'all know Shawanda. If you don't know her, I'm sure you have seen her name because she travels around. Y'all see what she said earlier? She be in these YouTube streets, okay? She be in the YouTube streets, and I ain't gonna lie to you, she is a great supporter. She gonna come through. She gonna hang out with you for a few minutes, and then she gonna keep it moving because Shawanda be in these streets, okay? She be in the streets. Hey, Annie, welcome into the live. We got Annie, we got Spencer, Arisby, Bedspread Chronicles, aka Arisby. Y'all check her out. Check her out. Check her out. Who else? We had a troll. The troll left. See, now when you be nice to the trolls, they leave. That's funny, Stephon. When you nice to the trolls, they leave.
Well, you know, trolls try to take your energy.
Right.
So
right. Thank you, Spencer.
When you couldn't take your energy, your positive energy, and make it negative, won't no need for them to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's the job of them. Try to take your positive energy and turn it negative.
Right. Try to take your positive energy and turn it negative. And we started laughing. That was too much for him. Arisby says, hey, Annie. But that's how people are, though. They'll, especially those trolls, when they come through, if they can't take your energy, they can't make you, mad and tick you off. I'd be like, I don't mind because you're a view. As long as you don't cut up and do something ugly or something you don't have in the business, you can put an emoji or two in there. I'm not gonna let you put a whole bunch of emojis because the emojis, they spam your chat. So they know what they be doing.
Yeah,
it's just content lines pride. Talking about when you cover those different channels and stuff, Arisby. I know Arisby, but I've seen people, try to build their channel and get it to a place. And before you know it, other people are just like building off of them and honestly surpassing them by their content. That don't rock well with me. But but when it's somebody as big as Wayne, it's like Stephon said, he has a whole sector. So he probably cool with it because the more people talk about him, and like we're trying to figure out which way he's gonna go right now, just like the couple we talked about, the married couple. Like, what's going to happen? So that just drives more to him. If you notice, Stephon, his subscriber count shot up in the past couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, because it's getting entertaining.
Like the main characters on there.
Mm-hmm. The new
Thank you,
characters,
RSB.
the new characters, I really don't. I ain't gonna say
You
I
don't jail
like
with them yet.
watching. Yeah, I watched some of them, but I don't know what to read from it.
Right. Hold on, Stephon, 1 second. RSB, shout out to RSB Bedspread Chronicles, aka RSB, for the $20 super sticker. RSB, I don't even know what to say. I appreciate you. RSB, you ain't have to do that. You getting comfortable. You doing your thing right now. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Because you didn't have to do it, but you did it. And because you did it, I greatly appreciate it. I definitely greatly appreciate it. Look at them. Look at them. See, that's what happened. We just want to come over here and talk about some hot diggity dang dog. Annie, y'all gonna make this southern draw. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Look, Annie, Annie been with me day one. Day one. Okay, Annie been with me day one. Stephon been with me for a long, long time. Annie been with me day one. Spencer been coming over here. Spencer been with me a long time too. And Eris B has been with me a long time. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And people do things that they don't have to do. And we say that. So when I say that, I always make sure to let you know that even though I know you don't have to do it, and I know you don't have to do it, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Because time's hard, y'all. Times are hard right now. And I'm telling you, if you're going through some of these tough times, like all this stuff that's going on with our government, it's like those people really mean what they say when they say take you back, make it great again at a time where it wasn't so great for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about a time where it wasn't so great with a lot of us. So times are hard. People are trying to make it. People are downsizing, not because they can't afford it. Sometimes people just want to downsize. I had a friend of mine, her mom sold her house, and this was before all this craziness, a few years before she sold her house and started renting an apartment. Her house, they had it for years. Okay, and she was divorced, and she just wanted to downsize, and it was more affordable for her. It was more financially, it was just feasible for her to just get an apartment and let the house go, because it was at a point where, when you have a house and you have to just all that upkeep you have to do. So it was just becoming really expensive. So she sold the house and she was able to get an apartment, and she loves her apartment, but like in this day and time, people talk about eggs and we make jokes about it. Y'all, ain't gonna lie, I got chickens. My brother takes care of the chickens, but you got to do what you got to do for real. Thank you, Spencer, so much for showing those hearts. Thank you again, RSB, for that super sticker. I definitely appreciate you. Annie, I appreciate you. I appreciate both of you ladies so much. Spencer, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all for being here. Because me and Stephon was just coming on here to shoot the breeze. Stephon, what else you want to talk about as far as Wayne's World? Those are the only 4 clips I got. But Spencer knows him. Most people know him. RSB, do you know Wayne's World? Country Wayne? I'm sure you heard of him. But do you watch his skits? Spencer says, you're such a good person. Thank you, Spencer. I try to be. Spencer, I try my best. My hardest, my darndest to be. But sometimes the stuff gets to stirring, and then you have to try to get your way out of that stuff. It's just like a windstorm. You try. It seems like the more you try to be positive, or just kind of out the way, like you like what you like, right? And you go around and you try to say hello and you try to speak and be nice, and then you try to be welcoming, you try and welcome people in, but sometimes you just don't always click, and then you end up getting in a windstorm. So when that happens, I try my best to get out of the windstorm real quick. Okay, out of the windstorm real quick. But sometimes people just don't. I don't know. People don't be wanting to let go, and you be like, keep it moving. Just keep it moving. What it is, what it is. It was what it was. Now we just keep it moving. You see and don't see, because it makes it peaceful. It brings more peace for you to just keep going. Just keep going. You don't have to. If you get along, fine. If you don't, get on. That's what my grandparents used to always say. If you can't get along, get the hell away from each other. The hell on away from each other. And that's what I try to do. But I don't know. I think sometimes when you act like that, I think people take that as I don't know. They take that as let me just see what I can do kind of thing. I don't know. Hey, Angie, welcome into the live. Angie, how you doing? How you doing? And Annie says, Spencer, I agree. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. You're definitely not to be. No, I don't like to be. I don't like to be. And see, just because you go in certain chats, sometimes people think that, but we all like a little mess. Like me and Stephon, we talking about the skits. It's messy, but it's fiction. It's fiction. And Stephon, even though his skits are fiction, they still like real life. I feel like they like that stuff that happens on Country Wayne, in Country Wayne's world. To me, that stuff happens in real life.
Yeah.
Eris B says, I got to go pick up the grandbaby. Much love to you in the chat. Much love, Eris B. And thank you again for that super sticker. I appreciate you. Get the grandbaby. Y'all get in, get comfy, get cozy, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And Annie, of course, I appreciate that super sticker from you as well. Yeah, I don't know how to super sticker. Okay, I see it now. I was about to say, because I'm on StreamYard, because I like to recognize, you know what I'm saying? If I recognize 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, I'm going to shout you out and say it. Because you did something. You helped me out and you didn't have to. I greatly appreciate it. But I see it on my phone where it is up there. So in StreamYard, it's kind of hard because I hadn't done StreamYard in so long, Stephon. I have not done StreamYard in so long. So I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. So that's why I put those pictures up there kind of quick, because I ain't want no mess. Because other people show pictures, and like Eris B said, it's just commentary. So I guess as long as you're doing commentary over it, and I don't think anything is wrong with commentary myself. I just like making sure it's positive or kind of neutral. Even because everything's not always going to be positive, right? You're gonna have some negative stuff, and you might get mixed in some negative stuff. But I like to try to keep that. If I had to break it off into percentages, I wanted to be like 70% positive, 20% just neutral, whatever, and just maybe 10% negative. In a perfect world, I would just try to keep that negativity on the low end of the scale. But what other situation going on right now?
We can talk about a lot. We can talk about a lot.
I know.
Okay. The first thing, let's talk about why is Latoxi feel that it's her place to address Flawless about her OnlyFans stuff.
Oh my God.
And she not taking what Phil's saying, like leave his family alone. Like she's really attached to something, like but you want a boyfriend though.
Right.
You can't have it all. You can't want this dude and then want to still be family and act like you good with him and everything. But the fact that she addressed now something that was in the comment section, I didn't know much about. I knew they was in Target, but a lot of people was mad because they was showing that Target bucket. What's going on with Target?
Oh, because of the DEI thing.
Oh, Target said something?
Yeah, they said they are no longer, dang, Spencer, I bet Spencer and Annie would know. Annie, do you, how did they word it? They're no longer, I guess you would say, affiliated with DEI. They're no longer practicing DEI. They're no longer, that made me think about something they were boycotted, right? They were boycotted. And it's something about DEI. And Annie, you say the Spencer, $9 for those eggs. Tell me about it. I saw some over the weekend that were like $5.47. I was shocked. To see $5.47 for eggs. Yeah, Target they're being boycotted, and they have set days to boycott Target, Walmart, and other places that are no longer I was just about to say it slipped it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
No longer like just kind of just dealing with DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah.
So they're not going out of their way to make sure things are peachy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I could notice in the comment section.
Initiative. That's it. See, I'm telling you, Annie and Spencer, we got two minds in the chat. Okay, We got two minds still in the chat. I knew one of them was going to tell me what I was trying to say. It was on the tip of my tongue. Right. DEI initiatives. Those stores, I think people say leave Sam's alone, leave Walmart alone, Target. Costco, to my knowledge, is still recognizing it.
Oh,
so
okay.
people were like, even though Costco is a little bit more expensive, change your membership from Sam's to Costco. If you have a Costco in your area, change your membership from Sam's to Costco. And I honestly think, do you think that those boycotts work? Like everybody in the chat, Spencer, Annie, Angie, Aresby, if you still here, you can leave a comment after the fact. Do you think that I think the boycotts would work if we were on one accord. Like they keep saying this isn't the 50s, this isn't the 60s. That's absolutely right. It's like, and it's not because people don't stick together anymore. If you stuck together the way they did, we could get to some of the same outcomes that they got for us. If we stuck together the way they did then, we would get some of the same outcomes, but everybody's just all about self. I'm not about to stop doing this. I'm not about to stop doing that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to look at the bigger picture. It's not even just for us or other people. It's also for your kids.
I think too, there's no real leader that can galvanize us to stick together. Like
right. To make you want to come, just kind of pull you together like a magnet. Spencer says Costco is still good. I really do. If we are, I really do think so. Spencer, I really think that the only reason it's not like back then is because we don't come together, and it doesn't have to be all Black people, all brown people. Let me tell you something. I know white people or Caucasian people, if that sounds better. I know they will help people of color more so than people of color will until they get tired. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've heard some of them say, what is the problem? Like, why can't we get people out? Why can't we get people to see what the goal is? And they get more frustrated than people who look like me. They get more frustrated that we aren't helping each other than we do. And it's just it's crazy to me. At this point, I'm beyond looking at the things that they're trying to do right now. Some of the people who voted for this administration, they're the main ones crying. It's beyond color. Sometimes you get to the point where you have to flip the table over. You have to stop talking about flipping the table, and you just got to flip the table. Because we always see that meme. We always see it. We always see that little picture. What if we got to stop thinking what if? And then you'll have people like they'll say, well, y'all, what are y'all doing? We're trying. But when you have people who would rather fight each other than fight against an oppressive system, what can you do? You really can't do anything. Annie says, I look at it like a betrayal. I no longer shop there. Exactly, Annie. It is. It's like a betrayal. And then it's like both of them, Walmart and Target, the two that everybody go to. Everybody goes to those two. Everybody goes to Target and Walmart at some point for something. And so a lot of people, they were just like, the most they can do is try their best to selectively shop. Like when they go, they try to selectively shop. They try to buy things created by Black people, by brown people, by by Caucasian people who they know don't support the BS. So sometimes that takes research, and a lot of us aren't willing to do that research. Annie says we need equal opportunities. We still have it here in Britain. Not Annie, I'm sorry, Angie. Angie, look, Angie is in Britain, y'all. And let me tell you something. Seeing the stuff over here, I don't know. I think, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, Angie, I think some of the things that the current administration wants to do, maybe Angie is in favor of, but I think some of the things she's not. So we got to start thinking more like, okay, even if we disagree on certain aspects, when it comes to humanity, when it comes to being your brother and sister's keeper, whether you consider them your brother or sister or not, we're all human. At some point, you can't just be offended when you're offended. You see what I'm saying? You can't just be offended when you're offended. You have to be offended when your brother is offended, whether he looks like you or not, when your sister is offended. Because if you're going to be selectively offended, only offended with the things that affect you, then when something comes around and it starts to bother you, then how do you expect us all to come together? See, there are a lot of people that were laughing. They were laughing at the things this man was saying. They were laughing at the things that his administration was doing. The racism is blatant. I don't care who wants to accept it, who wants to deny it. The racism is blatant. Look at his cabinet. The racism has become so blatant that his cabinet members are basically saying pretty much that they're racist. They removed Jackie Robinson, the baseball player. I forgot what building. It was something with the military. He was in the military. They had pictures on the wall. They removed his picture. They removed Michelle Obama's picture. And to justify it, they say, because we're going to get rid of DEI, it doesn't matter what your color is. Everybody's treated fairly. So if everybody's treated fairly, why not remove the pictures of the Caucasians that you have up then? Let's just have blank walls around here. Why not? If you're going to remove the pictures because DEI is ruining things and making people feel a certain type of way, why does his administration this go around not have one person of color? And the one person that he does have of color, I don't even think he understands his position. I don't even think he understands the way people view him. It's crazy. And so I think that's why that was why everybody was going off about them being in Target. Because I was like, why are they in Target? I didn't think about the DEI thing, Stephon. So did you think about that at all? Or did you just feel like I don't know, why did you think Target made them mad?
No, I just was seeing a whole bunch of why you in Target? I was like, what's going on with Target? I didn't know what was going on. That's what I was seeing.
Okay, on the call. Okay, Joyelle. Okay, I appreciate it. And Angie says, I'm for the Commonwealth of all people. Exactly. Spencer says, come on, lines, right? Exactly, Spencer. It's just so annoying. And then when I see African American or Black people, some of us like to say Black, some like to be identified as African American, some say they're not from Africa. All of us if you trace us all back, you could probably say African Caucasian. Okay, it is what it is. But however people like to say Black, African American, some of them are crying, whining, complaining. When a person shows you who they are the first time, the stuff like Charlottesville, the things that he said, what in the world would make you think that a person who was such a failure the first time could be better the next go round? No matter what color you are, what would make you think that a person who was a failure the first time could be better the next go round? I don't understand it. Annie says, I heard they are also cutting back on hours. Yeah, an employee can work and closing their doors early because of the boycott. Yep. Yeah, because they act like, people generally speaking, like if you have a conversation with somebody, how you have some of these people who are woke, and then you have some people who are overly woke. I guess they think that, wait a minute, you're a little too woke. And so I'm like, so that means you have no faith in what works can do. Like if we talk about a boycott, the conversation we're having right now, you'll always have somebody, whether they look like us or not. And it really hurts when they look like us. Oh, y'all ain't going to do this, or it's not going to work. It ain't going to help. It won't work. And this is not the 50s and 60s because you won't allow it to. You won't come together to let it work. It's almost as if you're afraid of it working or something. Like it'll work if we come together, and it would work. So it's like they get overly woke and they want to down the people who are truly woke, if that makes sense. You have some people who become overly woke and they beat down those who are truly woke because they tell you it's not going to work, because I guess they feel so defeated, or they don't want to get their hopes up. So they try to crush your hopes. And that's the problem. We're not coming together. And Annie is right. They are cutting back on hours. They're cutting back some of the employees. They don't have as many. And already now, self-checkout has already they don't really need as many employees anyway because of self-checkout. Now so people aren't getting hours, and now they're being boycotted.
I hate self-checkout.
You do? Spencer says, I agree. Spencer says, Annie, I've seen nearly empty stores. Yeah. And people thought that was a joke. That was real, Spencer. They were like nearly empty. Annie
I
says,
ain't been
right,
to,
Spencer. You
I
hate
ain't been to
self-checkout,
Target in
Stephon.
yeah, no, no, I hate it.
So do
I
y'all
ain't
do
been to
y'all like
Target.
self-checkout in the chat? Yes, Annie. Annie, exactly. Everybody is bowing down, and I don't understand. You know, y'all know what some people call him, right? he he's not smart enough to be what some people are calling him. I don't understand how it's like the Jim Jones effect nationwide. And now when it affects their social security, you had a lot of teachers and you had a lot of people right here on YouTube talking about their retirement. And they didn't need Biden back in office because they needed their retirement protected, right? So who's about to mess with your retirement right now? Who's about to mess with the retirement right now? They are bowing down. Like Annie said, they're bowing down to him, to Trump. Spencer says she hates self-checkout too. Bring my groceries up. Okay, bring my groceries, please. Let these people work. Give them a job. Annie
That's why
says, why do you hate it, Stephon? Like, why do you hate self-checkout, Stephon? Is it just doing the work or why do you hate it?
one, I don't like it because that's taking somebody's job away. But
Okay.
I hate going to Walmart anyway because Walmart is good at only having one or two cashiers. It's 100 and something people waiting. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you see all
Yeah.
the employees just looking. You be like, well, dang, can't one of y'all
Yeah.
come open these registers? But no, I think it takes people jobs away. And you know, not everybody can. People need income. I look at AI as taking people, what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
every time you go there, you got to make sure you ring it up. Somebody looking at you and then want to ask for the receipt and everything. And then not even Walmart, just anywhere. I just get irritated. I see the manager in there. They be having funky attitude. Well, that's a self checkout right there. So all right, that's gonna take your job if you keep on.
Right. Right. Spencer says they never have enough cashiers at Walmart. I don't shop
Yeah,
there. Well, you know what?
I
See,
hate,
now I'm
I
listening
hate,
to Stephon. Go ahead, Stephon.
yeah, I hate going in. Unless it's something that I can't find somewhere, I'd
Right.
rather go to another grocery store. I hate going to Walmart.
Some people go to
Yes,
Dollar General even. Some people will even go to Dollar General, y'all,
yeah,
because Dollar
yeah.
General, I don't know where their stance is, what their stance is on the DEI initiative. But I saw Walmart, I saw Target, I saw Sam's, because of course the Walmart affiliation. But as far as self-checkout, I ain't gonna lie to you, during the pandemic, I love self-checkout because when the pandemic kind of hit and nobody knew what the heck was going on, I didn't want anybody messing with my stuff. Like I know somebody had to stock.
Right.
Y'all tell me when the pandemic was like at its highest, were you guys taking things home, washing everything down? Because at that point I was like, okay, there's one less person that can mess with my stuff. But self-checkout started before the pandemic. But and at that point, I was hearing people say what you were saying, Stephon, that it takes away jobs. But then on the flip side of that, I was like, well, before self-checkout, especially when they were staying open all night, or just it didn't even have to be like 1 or 2 in the morning. It could be like sometimes 7 or 8 o'clock. They only had 2 or 3 cashiers. So getting self-checkout to me, I was like, why do you guys not have enough cashiers? Because sometimes people don't like working at certain places. So I was thinking that they got self-checkout because they couldn't keep enough people staffed. That's what I
No,
thought. But then I can understand what you were saying too, because my aunt said the same thing. She was like, my aunt said, that's taking away people's jobs. And I can't see it cutting back on hours and things like that. But I thought they just did it because they were having a hard time keeping staff anyway.
Walmart grimy. They won't even let them get 40 hours because they don't want them to get
Wow.
the benefits. When you get that,
Right.
40 and stuff, you gotta get.
Papa John's did that too. They sold it back in the day when Obama was trying to do some things and stuff, and it was like trying to get the insurance. It was kind of like, I don't think the Affordable Care Act had passed, or maybe it was right when it passed. Papa John's, who has some issues anyway, they started cutting people's hours so that they wouldn't be full time. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're not full time, then they're just going to end up qualifying for the Affordable Care Act. But the catch to that was he was cutting them just enough that he didn't have to give them, offer insurance. But if you get the Affordable Care Act, if you make a certain amount, maybe you get a good rate. But if you're up on the higher end, your insurance will be probably higher than your job. That's why if you worked at a place that has a certain number of employees, it will probably be better for you to go ahead and get the insurance through your job. So that he did not like President Obama, and he was doing all he could to just, and I'm like, that's hurting your employees though, which in the end hurts your business. That's crazy to me. Right, Spencer. Walmart has so much stuff. And it says, my friends call self-checkout, buy one, get one.
Oh, yeah.
See, they on the same. I'm telling you, Spencer and Annie.
Yeah. You can, I've seen people get, you
really,
ringing something else up and say, put that in the, I've seen that.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. And I've seen people, they say, like, they'll be going out the door and they'll be like, oh, I forgot that. And you know how you can kind of tell someone they genuinely forgot. They'll go back in, and then somebody may have genuinely have forgotten, but when they look up under there and they see that case of water or whatever they put on the bottom, they forgot. They keep it moving.
Yeah.
But
no, I think another part of it is, if I'm lost and I need to ask a question or something, I get frustrated. I don't want to scan it wrong or something like that. And then it's just small space. I'm bagging my stuff and small space.
And you know they have the cameras on you like crazy now. And Spencer says she's never been a Dollar Tree shopper. And y'all, they might as well just change the name of Dollar Tree. Now, I was all good when they went up to $125, but now it's kind of like Five Below. If you have a Five Below in your area, now things are like $30. It's $5 and above, or it's not Five Below, it's $5 and above. They might as well just change the name. And now, of course, Dollar Tree, they have things that are like up to $5 now.
They closing a lot of them, ain't they?
Yeah.
I know there's some stores combined. The Family Dollar Tree, they combined them too.
Some of them are combining. I don't understand what's going on. Some of them are combining. Some of them are closing. Spencer says, Lions Pride, all of these crime channels showcase shoplifting, and Walmart is number one. See? And you know what? What I saw one day, I'm glad Spencer said that, because I was watching something on YouTube, y'all. It was one of those crime things where they were catching people and they was, had been shoplifting. I didn't know. I don't know if it's all Targets, but they say Target will watch you shoplift like regularly. And then when they finally get tired of you, boom, they'll get you. Have y'all heard that in the chat? I'm sorry, Stephon. I'm trying to make sure I get the comments in the chat too. And we talk too. So have you heard that? Have you heard that Walmart, Target will let you steal for a little bit?
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Some I think Walmart might do that sometime too. Like, so they'll know who you are if you're. So when they get you there, try to prosecute you as much as possible. Make sure they got the evidence for you.
Right. Like Annie says, I like going to the cashier too.
Yeah. But see, that's why I like going to the cashier too, because they ringing it up. So I don't want, because they're gonna ask you for that receipt or something. So if something ain't ring,
they can't say you did it intentionally, because the cashier's like that. Annie says she likes going to the cashier. She's not going to lie. Spencer says, Walmart waits for a felony amount. Okay. Y'all, I didn't know that. See, those people that be stealing up in there, apparently they don't have the minds of thieves like they think. Because I'm like, why are they letting them wait? And so, I didn't think about it the way Spencer just said. Target waits for a felony amount. So you can get away with a little bit. If you how it is. People get away with a little bit and they keep on, and instead of stopping, they work themselves up to a felony amount. Ain't that something? And it says all of the good items are under lockdown anyway. You always have to check you got to check someone to get your stuff right. You got to wait on them to get it. And that's sad, y'all. It's really sad. It's really sad. Spencer says exactly. And it says, what's a felony amount? I guess whatever amount, for your state, your city or state, there's a certain amount that you steal that's going to be a felony. It's not going to be a misdemeanor. And so it's going to be the charges are going to be worse when they prosecute you.
I think in LA,
about it like that.
Still $1,000 or more. I think that's when they arrest you. That's why some of them will go in there. That's in California. That's not all over.
Well,
that's why
you said $1K too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe that's a Target thing. Is it that the amount for Target in general? I guess, or
well, in California, I think that's any. Like some people will go in the liquor store and take all the liquor and walk out the store. Mm-hmm. They had gotten real like relaxed on that,
mm-hmm.
and so the criminals start the peak game and they start just going in stores. You never seen it on YouTube where people get a basket for stuff and then somebody be trying to stop them and stuff and grab the stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Andy says, "Dang, who the heck is stealing all of that?"
As long as they don't got all that, but people do it, and they resell it. You know what I'm saying?
I have seen them on YouTube where I saw two girls. One of them was pregnant, and the other one wasn't. One of them got away. I'm not sure which one got away, but one of them got away, and the other one didn't. And she just kept trying to pull away and pull away and pull away. And I'm like, at some point, just stop. Stop pulling away. Old Spencer says Walmart will prosecute over $25. See? And they do have a great security system because when you go to the back of Target, and when I watch those things on YouTube, they show them going to the back. It's like they got a whole FBI set up back there at Target. And Walmart, they have one. To me, I think Target's is a little bit more elaborate, but they have high-tech cameras up in there and they watching everything.
I ain't been to Target in almost 7 years.
Really? Spencer, that's crazy. Yeah. Annie says, Spencer, that's crazy. Spencer says Walmart has a lot of employee theft too. Maybe that's why they can't keep employees.
Yeah, they ain't paying them.
What?
He said, I'm gonna get my money worth either way. You know what I mean? Yeah, you ain't gonna pay me, I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I don't know. And so the more we talk about people stealing and theft, like look at Spencer and Andy laughing. It just brings me back, y'all. It's kind of you kind of have to laugh to keep from crying or laugh to keep from feeling like, wow, like sad about it. But then it's making me think about all of these people who are losing their government jobs. And the sad part about that, some of them are getting their jobs back. Y'all know it's bad when the president gets somebody who's not even an American, who just got his citizenship like in the 90s. He's a Canadian and South African. And he comes over here and starts toying with our Social Security. Right? That's crazy. And that has gotten some of the people who supported him in an uproar. But just think about all of the things that they're trying to take. He's trying to dismantle the Department of Education. The United States is not in such a great place when it comes to education. Leaving it up to the states is crazy. Leaving it up to it's already up to the states, but the federal government still needs to be involved. We always talk about trying to compete with these other countries, but then you want to dismantle the Department of Education, something he can't really do. And y'all see all these people getting fired and then they're getting their jobs back. And people are just like, okay, what is he going to do next to take our jobs? Right, Annie. They don't want him. They definitely don't want him. I saw some things, some people from South Africa talking about it. They don't want him. All him and his family did was steal from those people. When people are filthy rich like that, when people have more money than the law should allow, unless they built the foundation themselves, usually if it's kind of like that family thing, they have oppressed and suppressed other people to acquire all their wealth. Nobody's crazy. And that's what his family did over there. It's just like over here. When our people didn't get paid, they keep saying, well, why you got a chip on your shoulder? Like you work for it. Y'all give reparations to everybody else. Y'all gave reparations to people who, just because y'all didn't help them. The United States government gave reparations to people because they failed to act in a timely manner. But all the things that our ancestors went through, you can sit there and say all day long that we weren't in the field, we weren't this and we weren't that. But all of the things that happened to them, it was passed down. All of the things that happened to them because of another group of people, that same group of people, those same type of people are still trying to oppress people to this day the same way their people did back then. So yeah, we still want our 40 acres and a mule. In fact, we want 80 acres and 2 mules. It'll be a little bit of something. It's not even as much as they've given everybody else. It's not as much as they've given everybody else. But we never got. They got money because of the ending of slavery. But every time we ask for something, it's stop begging, work hard. And we're looking at an administration right now that every time he lets go of workforce, a lot of those people are Black people. A lot of those people are brown people. A lot of those people are white people. And that's going to be the commonality to get people. Listen, people. This man has 34 felony counts, and he still was their nominee, and he still got in office. I guess we just stuck with him. But there is an election 2026. The House can be flipped. The Senate can be flipped. And at this point, it's looking like that's all we can really hope for. It's for one of those to be flipped. And if at least one of them flips, then we can kind of get a little bit more control over a lot of this crazy stuff that's going on. And the more things make it to the Supreme Court, if the people of the Supreme Court, minus Clarence Thomas, I'm not even considering him because he is beyond Stephon from Django. Stephon from Django ain't got nothing on him. Okay. He got help to become a lawyer, but all of a sudden he feels like nobody else should need help. And he told a lie publicly and said that if he had to do it again, he wouldn't take the help. He's a lie. He's a liar. He took help. One of those other justices helped him purchase his mom's house. He is a liar. I'm like, what? I don't understand. What is it about you to make you feel like you're a part of the boys club? You're not. You're not a part of the boys club. This man is almost 80 years old now, and he still thinks that he's part of the boys club. I remember being a little girl and the people talking about the lady said that he came on to her or did something inappropriate with her when he was trying to get confirmed and become a justice. Yeah, so then you can go on YouTube and you can watch that stuff.
I think I was in elementary school.
Yeah. See, Spencer says, come on now. Yep. How is that possible? Wow. See, I'm telling you. Annie says South Africa does one. That was too funny because they really don't. It's funny, but it's true. So it seems like all of them who have this high and mighty attitude have all been accused of SA in some form or fashion. They've all been accused of SA. They've all did all other kinds of crimes and thought that they were supposed to be exempt. But when the average Joe Blow on the street does it, he's trash. He's this, he's that. And y'all, I don't know if you have seen those images. Now, I don't know if they're all gang members or not, but why are they taking those people over to, where are they taking them? El Salvador or somewhere like that? Why are they shaving their heads? Like, this country better wake up.
I think that's the prison they go into.
I guess that's a requirement that they have. But see, the thing about it is
that prison
they don't even know if those people are guilty of what he's saying. He's just deporting people. They don't really even know. And the person over there in El Salvador, the president over there, he loves them, but the people don't. It's crazy. Right, Annie? Exactly. The above the law mentality. And what's really wrong right now is that they, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, they were saying that by the year 20 something, 20, maybe 35, 20, maybe even 2050, that male Caucasians would not be, or that race would not be the majority. They see that, they know that. And if people don't think that that's not real, they're crazy. They thought Project 2025 wasn't real. They thought it was propaganda. They thought it was just something to beat Trump down. If they don't see that that's real, that's what they are afraid of. If you're going to remove, if you're saying that DEI isn't needed, then why take down Jackie Robinson's photo? Why take down Michelle Obama's photo? If that's the case, take them all down. Black, brown, white, whatever. There are Native American photos that were taken down. See, we're dealing with people that think that they're able to, like Annie says, the above the law mentality, that they can have whatever they want, no matter who they have to step on to get it. So, yeah, Annie, I don't know what particular building it was, but today, I didn't know Jackie Robinson had gone to war, but he served in the military. And this new military guy was a news analyst from Fox or something. He served probably 3 or 4 years in the military. So he went around and they took down Jackie Robinson's photo. It was a reflection of his contributions to the military before he became a famous baseball player. And I can't remember I wouldn't be surprised if they've taken anything down related to Michelle, or I wouldn't be surprised if they took Barack's picture off the wall. But I can't remember what building this was, but it was something. There are buildings today. If you Google it, it'll come up. If you Google it, it'll come up. But there was something today. They took down pictures. One was removed. One was Michelle Obama. I don't think it was in the White House, but it was somewhere else, And one was of Jackie Robinson. And then there was another Native American that had contributed to a war. They took that person's picture down. It's crazy. But we're supposed to, be fed dog poop and told that it's chocolate ice cream, and it's all good. It's all good. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't understand. You got people losing their jobs, and then you get a judge that'll say, no, that was unconstitutional, give them their jobs back. Can you imagine having a federal job, Stephon, and then just thinking, are they going to fire us today? They gave us our job, but will they fire us again next week? Will they fire us again?
You know what I think, though? I think it's a necessary evil. Democrats, I voted for them every year, but they're going to have to start listening to their people,
right?
Because there ain't no way a man that got felonies, multiple baby mamas, on tape saying he grabbed vaginas should have won the election.
No way.
There's no way that should have happened. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
They gonna have to do better. Like Biden shouldn't have ran. They should have just told him not to run so they could do the primary. So you get whatever candidate that could have ran against them. They put Vice President Harris in a bad predicament because he waited too late. You know what I'm saying? Then she got to go ahead and make up the stuff that he was doing, falling asleep and all that stuff. So, right now they need to be, doing what they need to do the midterm election,
right.
Getting people out. And then in 4 years, they need to have a candidate. They need to have all their ducks in line and really do what they're going to say. Because people are getting tired of promises,
Right.
Like
and this
we
is a good way
voted
to win them back.
Yeah, we voted. Saying we voted for Black people voted. It was the other groups that didn't vote. Same thing when Hillary ran. The other groups that didn't vote. So when are you gonna show that appreciation? You know what I'm saying? Now some of them groups are, like you said, they regretting their vote now. What I'm saying? And maybe they'll learn, but yeah, they got to do a better job of communicating and not assuming we gonna keep voting for them. Because like I said, this guy should have never won. What I'm saying? If this was a black guy, we calling him a thug. I mean, he multi-felon, baby mamas everywhere, groping on women, went to Epstein Island, went to the Diddy parties, You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's all documented stuff. It's all.
But then he act like he didn't know Diddy. He was like, Diddy who?
Yeah, he know Diddy. He, you know what I'm saying? He went
like,
to the
Diddy
parties. Yeah. There's
He was
no
like,
way he
Diddy
should
who?
have.
I was like, Diddy who? Oh, now you don't know him? Andy, that's a link to the one about Jackie Robinson. The link that I just put in the chat, that's the one about Jackie Robinson. Crazy. Yeah, now all of a sudden he don't know him. Oh, you know him. I'm sure you've done a lot of dirt with him. Don't act like you don't know him now.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot find the one with Michelle Obama, and I can't remember where it. I want to say, I don't think it was. She had done a lot of things with the Department of Education, and then especially like with school lunches and stuff like that they didn't like, and it was only to try to make the kids eat healthier. So I don't know if it was within the Department of Education that they removed her photo, or some other department, but they were talking about it today, and it was crazy. And he says, okay, I'll check it out. Spencer says, y'all speaking truth. Yeah, I think a lot of people have lost faith in the Democratic Party. But with this right here, if they start making the right moves, they can get faith back. And maybe not even get faith back, but get some seats back. Because that's crazy. It's too much going on. People losing their jobs. And then you got to go to court and you get your job back. He's mad about it, talking about impeaching judges. And then you got to figure out, okay, well, what if he finds another way to just take our jobs again? Because anything that he loses in court on, he's going to try to find another way to do it. Spencer says, y'all speaking the truth. She said she did. For how long, though? For how long? Yeah. And right now, honestly, Democrats aren't really together even now with all this going on. But I still think, like you said, Stephon, some people are saying it was necessary to maybe go through some of the stuff that he's doing. But if they can't, I think what it is, the more progressive ones want to be hard. They want to, and you got to fight back hard. The more reserved Democrats are like, I don't think that they're afraid. I just think that they feel like they have to be more meticulous about the way they fight. But sometimes being meticulous can slow you down. While they're being meticulous and trying to figure it out, sometimes they can work, but sometimes it can, you can just take too long. And the progressive ones got to realize too, yeah, we do definitely need to be all that. When they go low, you go high stuff. Right now, I don't think Michelle Obama even thinks that way right now. So I think though the progressive ones, they maybe sometimes want to go a little bit too hard. But hey, at this point, what's too hard though? With what he's doing, what's too hard? I don't know anything that's too hard. The only thing that they can do is try to do, like, they didn't want to shut the government down. So 10 Democrats, they were like, no, we don't want to shut the government down. I don't like the idea of shutting the government down, but when you got somebody who's basically shutting it down anyway, I mean, just go for it. See what happens. Let them shut it down. I mean, I didn't want to shut down because that does mean people not getting their income, their Social Security incomes, and a whole lot of things. But when he's acting like this, sometimes you just gotta meet a person where they at.
Yeah, it's gonna turn, because the thing about him is he's not the art is not that important to him. If you got to kiss his behind, or he gonna kick you out. Because look at the last administration that he had. I mean, he had people running into the Capitol trying to get Mike Pence, who's one of the most conservative, because he didn't do what he say. So
right.
The Republicans are going to end up wanting him out too. Some of them.
That's what I'm thinking is going to have to happen. Yeah. Eventually, that's going to happen. Because see, they kind of they're between a rock and a hard place too. Because you see all these people that they keep talking about wanting to have these town meetings with them, town hall meetings, they're ducking and dodging. See, they don't want to have the meeting because they don't want to tick him off. They don't, and then the ones who are having the meetings, they don't want to take back what's being discussed because they don't want to tick him off, and they're afraid that if they make him mad, then he's not going to support them in 2026. Well, if you're making your constituents mad, you're not going to get the support from them in 2026 anyway. But I think they'd rather try rolling with him, thinking the election can be bought.
I
Because a
think
lot of people feel like the election was bought.
after the midterm elections, you're gonna see them turn on him, because then they're gonna know he a lame duck, and we need to worry about us getting reelected instead of worrying about.
Because they have no term limits.
Yeah.
So at some point they're going to, even if they don't lose their seats, I'm thinking a lot of them will, because there are some elections going on now where they're losing their seats in certain states. But when those midterms come, 2026, everybody who's still hanging on to his coattail, making their constituents mad, making the people that voted for them mad, they're either going to lose because they did it, and they're going to, but I think they really feel like this man can do anything. Like they feel like, okay, we need their vote, but I'm willing to lose their vote and roll with him. Because I ain't gonna even lie, just hell, they used to outright say it. I feel like it's true. His election was bought. I don't really go by the polls, but that man was under in the polls. At first, they were neck and neck, but she didn't have long. But as it got closer to the election, she was topping him. She was topping him, and then out of all that, he flips all those states. But you got the richest man in the world helping you. See, the difference between Democrats and Republicans, they'll say that an election was stolen when we know it wasn't, when it was a lie. Democrats won't say it when it's probably definitely true. You didn't see Democrats go storm the building, and a lot of Democrats felt like the election was bought. But they didn't go storm the building. They didn't go attack officers. So it's okay to attack officers if it's in his name, but not in any other time. So they're going to have a choice to make, because do we roll with him because we think he can get us our seat regardless of what the people say? Or do we start to think, are we going to get voted out? And you notice that's why he's trying to put his people in place all over, not just federally, but statewide too. That's why he's backing certain people who will lie. Okay, Annie says, be right back. My daughter called. Spencer says, right. So he's going state to state. I think there's an election soon in what is it? It's one of the states that he flipped, that he lost. Wisconsin.
He flipped Georgia. He flipped Pennsylvania.
Georgia has one coming. Yeah. Well, no, I think it's no, I know what it is. In Georgia, that guy is working on his midterm. He's already talking about his midterm, which is smart. Like
Nevada didn't go to him last time.
Right. So Wisconsin, I think there's a judge, an election coming up with a judge or something like that in Wisconsin. And Elon Musk is already starting lies, putting out rumors about how the Democrats will steal the election. And I honestly think they did it. But like I said, Democrats don't fight as ugly as they do. They're not going to storm the Capitol. You know, they're not going to do all that kind of stuff and then try to act like it didn't happen. Try to erase history when the videos don't lie. It wasn't just the news media who has the videos. Videos don't lie. People's memories are not going to lie. You know, people know. So they can try to erase. It's just like all the history they're trying to erase. You can try to erase it. You can burn it up. You can do whatever you're doing. Like he stole all that stuff the last time and took it down there to Florida. You can do all that you want to do. There is somebody, and usually it takes somebody in your own camp to set you straight.
Oh yeah, you know somebody gonna start talking once they feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. Once they feel like they don't need him no more.
Right.
That's when they turn on him. You know, You know how they do. Politicians. Yeah. That's why they politicians.
Yep,
There's
exactly.
no loyalty. There's no loyalty really. The
Mm-mm.
loyalty is their job. Get
I don't see.
reelected.
And see, like I said, they don't have term limits. But my thing is, being that they don't have term limits, like at what point do you just do the right thing? Like even if it costs you your election, you can run again. He's the only one that can't run again, even though I'm sure
Well,
he's gonna try. But they can always senators and represent. They don't have term limits, so I mean, do the right thing and just run again. Even if it costs you your election, do the right thing and run again.
well, some of them they just there
It's the
because
power. They
power,
too consumed with power.
get money from lobbyists. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that I think it was a congressman read out and he said, "Which one is it? NFL players or NBA players?" And then he started naming all these felonies and crimes,
Mm-hmm.
and they was in there shaking their head. You could look it up. I think they was in
Mm-hmm.
there shaking their head, and then at the end he said, "Neither." That's the Congress. How many the records of the people in Congress and in the Senate? They had all these felonies and crimes. Everybody was in their shock, but yeah,
Yeah,
some of them,
they full of criminals.
yeah. Don't think because you're a politician that these are good people. Some of these people was on
Mm-mm.
Epstein Island. They
Yeah,
don't care. They don't care. I mean, that's why eventually I think a third party is gonna have to come because right now we have like a gang mentality, Bloods versus Crips,
right. And
and nothing getting done.
you remember people would always say a third party won't succeed. I think
Yeah,
if
I
they
think
ever would, it would be now.
yeah, because every election we gonna be divided if we don't, and it's like some people may not want to go all the way with one side saying because it's pretty much the money controlling both parties, the money
Right.
controlling, and and they act like they hate each other, but they be hanging with each other.
They don't. They hang
Yeah,
out. They
yeah, they
have,
be hanging
you
out.
might have some, you have some that probably just despise each other, but
Yeah,
they hang out together. I do feel like there are some who are more, their degree of humanity is more intact.
yeah,
Like I do feel like some do have a degree of empathy and they know that functioning a certain way is just not going to make it, you know, overall for everybody. But then you
right.
have some who um they don't care about anybody else. So it's just like when you have some of your friends, like you have one friend that may do something wrong, and another friend may do something wrong. And of course, in God's eyes, sin is sin. But we're talking about us observing. Well, the person who took the candy bar and gave it to a homeless man seems a little bit better than the person who took the candy bar and just threw it away.
Hmm.
So just to
Yeah,
see if they can
yeah.
take it. Because a lot of those rich people do that. They just steal to see if they can steal.
Still,
They just
yeah.
do it to keep somebody else from having it.
Cause they, cause they getting paid money and they still want to steal. You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
they still want to do it. So we'll
It's just like
see if
I remember
we'll
Tyra
see.
Banks saying one time that when she get free clothes, like no matter
Uh,
how much money she gets, she'll always enjoy getting free clothes.
right, right. Yeah,
Spencer says
everything
right.
everything good when it's free.
Hmm.
So but
It is.
like I said, they're gonna have to come up with a strategy, stick to it, and then stop just coming around when you need a vote. You need to be, in these streets now, and then promise what you're gonna do when you get elected. Because when he first ran, I never thought he would win. You know what I'm saying? But people were saying it. I was
Yeah.
like, man, no, I don't see him winning, and all this a reality show. He doing this, doing that, but you know, how many people that didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
because they felt like, I don't like either one. You
They
know what
didn't
I'm
like
saying?
either one of them. And I'm like, you
Yeah,
have to, and that can, I mean, absolutely be the case, but you have to, even at the end of the day, even if you don't like either one, you have to start thinking more about, okay, not just you, what about your family? What about other people you know? What about your extended family? Somebody's gonna win. And usually when you don't vote, the worst person wins.
Yeah, but they gotta get on them streets, and they gotta, especially with us, we've been loyal to them, and every time we ask for something, it's now we gotta do something for everybody. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And so, and that's why, that's honestly why a lot of people did go ahead and vote the other way this time. Because it's like, why do we always have to be put like to the side? And then if there are any benefits left, we reap those. But all of the benefits that people had to just in this day and time, a lot of the ones that they were taking, they were because of us fighting, people like us fighting. Other people got more benefit from the civil rights movement than we did.
hmm Well, that's what they starting to figure out. It was the minority group that benefited from, the equal opportunity. It was the white woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And they was the group that voted for him because they was voting with their husband.
Mm-hmm.
And now they
Yeah, they
seeing
benefit
that
from
they
it.
messed up.
And a lot of that DEI is affecting them too, because when they
hmm
would get those award those grants based on the quote unquote minority status, well, they qualify for that. So
hmm
I'm looking at
They
it like,
seeing it
well,
now.
some of them that were getting it and knowing that they were going to just help their husband's business. But what about those who truly were like in business for themselves?
Yeah, they
So
seeing
now
it now. They
they
seeing it.
feeling that they seeing that, okay, so now I can't have this anymore. Nope, you can't.
You know,
Because
just like the
even though they
Hispanic.
don't, even though they put us at the bottom, they don't like
hmm
women having uh, authority. They don't like women, even their women. They don't like them having positions of authority. You
Yeah,
can
and
be the
you see.
secretary, or you could be like the little White House spokesperson. You can be stuff like that. You can even, like Chelsea Gabbard. You can have certain positions, but those top positions, mm-mm.
And Trump is a petty guy. He go after everybody that he think do him wrong. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what he
He
been
really
doing since he
wasting
got it.
time. But you know
Yeah,
what? I was about to say he's wasting time. I did say he's wasting time, but not really, because the plan was already drawn up.
yeah,
So since the plan was like already drawn up, and his people are implementing it, and for some all he's doing is really signing. That's giving him time to be petty and mess with people who were just doing their jobs when he was getting prosecuted, when he was getting investigated. I mean, they went through something with the Justice Department, looking at people who were just doing their job, as in doing research. Like, that was their job. You committed a crime. They were supposed to were they supposed to refuse and just get fired then? Oh, I guess it's just better for them to wait for you to come along and be petty and fire them now. People were doing their jobs. People were getting fired for doing their jobs. It's crazy.
but like I said, they got the right now is what they got to do. They got to have a plan. Howard Dean. He talked about it. You got to do the 50 state strategy, not just a couple states. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you don't win the popular vote. You don't win the presidency with the popular vote. You got to do the electoral college system. So,
Right. And they darn sure not gonna get rid of that now, right? Not right now. Because so many people want them to get rid of that so bad. I mean, I've always like, why have this electoral college thing? Like, let every person, if you truly want every person's vote to count, then just get rid of that. Like, I don't even understand that system. Oh, I don't even I don't know if it doesn't make it easier, because every vote is counted, but due to the fact that it's based on population and all this kind of stuff, population, and then your population and how many electoral votes that you get are based on the size and area, and just people. It's just stupid. It's stupid. You could really come out with the bulk of maybe 5 states winning with the popular vote, but then someone like California and New York will wipe that out
yeah.
because of the number of electoral votes that they
But,
have.
you know, it's up to them to come up with a strategy because if you can't wake up now and see that we should not have lost to this man 2 times, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You know, there's no way. You imagine with any other, if President Obama had his record, do you think he would have won?
He wouldn't
You
have
know?
won.
Yeah. So
And
it
then
just
the
lets
thing
you know.
about it is, I wondered how does he feel though, knowing that he did when he won, he beat 2 women. Like it does to him, that makes him feel like a tough guy.
He
If you
don't care.
such a tough guy, that should make you feel a type of way that ain't so good. Like like you won, but you lost to a man and you beat 2 women. And
He don't care.
honestly, with the popular vote, you didn't beat Hillary, and with Harris, you barely beat her. He's talking about, oh, it was a mandate. No, you flipped out the states, and even though he flipped those states, the margin wasn't that big. It was still like a small margin.
Right. Yeah, he don't care. He just a petty guy.
Yeah, I'm like he don't care nothing about beating 2 women. You know, if you want to be a tough guy, like he always want to have this like mafioso attitude. You want to go after people who did their jobs, but let me know how you feel that you beat 2 women. Like he don't care because he feel like they should not have run anyway.
But we'll see in the midterms how the country is at that time. Hopefully we won't be in no wars or nothing.
I pray not. Lord willing, we're here to see it. I pray we
he talking about
because you know he testing Canada. I don't know what makes that man think that he can just go over there. He's trying to pull a Russia on Canada.
What is about Canada that what did Canada do to? I'm trying to figure it out because he want to make him a state.
Oh, crazy. Canada,
he
something going on over there in Canada. Canada got something going on successful that he wants to ruin.
Yeah, he want to take over Greenland. Yes.
Yep.
What's the other place? The canal.
It's like 3 places, right? Greenland, Canada.
And the canal.
The Netherlands or
the
something?
canal in Central America. The canal in Central America.
Yeah.
You want to? Oh, and then the Gaza Strip. You want to take?
Yeah, he wants to name it the Gulf of Mexico, right? I mean, the Gulf of the United States. What is the Gulf of America?
Yeah, Gulf of America. I think some maps already turned it. You know, I think some maps already, but people said no. He's
crazy.
You know,
well, don't they know that it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the? Do they like how long do they? Even if people don't really move right now to really, that it won't last. Somebody within is gonna turn.
Yeah, then Putin got something on him.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah, he gets.
Why he trying to claim Canada? He better hope Putin don't mess around and claim United States.
Yeah. Well, you know, they worried about getting that part of Ukraine because you know I understand a little bit because you look at NATO and they right near your door. You thinking we not on the same side? You know what I'm saying? They too close. You know. So I understand, but that's their
country alone. That's a sovereign country. That man wasn't messing with nobody.
That what you call it, that ain't our real business anyway. But he go see like everybody that's an ally of us. That's who we go. I mean, he going after the UN. Mm-hmm. I mean, not the UN, the EU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah. I'm like, man, what? All our friends gonna be. We ain't gonna have no friends.
We don't have any. Yes. We got the only friends he got are the dictators, and they laughing at him. Truth be told, they laughing at him for real. That man, he's not educated, not really educated. His family put his business out there. His niece tells it all the time. He's not educated. You got to pay somebody to take tests for you. Then you come up with this fake school. You're not giving people degrees. You owe people money. You get sued. This man, how many bankruptcies? It went from about 5 to like 7 now. Come on.
Well, you know that's how rich people do.
Yeah. And
Remember,
then
he ain't the only one.
when other people catch on, they shut it down.
Remember, he ain't the only one that got in there like that. Though George Bush, junior, not senior, junior. You know, he got in there by had C grades, came to president, had a DUI that killed somebody.
No, hold on. We can't say that now.
Alleged. Oh, yeah.
We can't.
What
Yeah, we
they
can't. We didn't say that at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but his background, and he became president. Anybody else, if it was one of
I don't
us,
know.
we couldn't come from.
Bush is much more tolerable than this man. Bush won't even speak to that man.
But I think it was more his who he had, like Dick Cheney and all them. That was kind of running his administration. You know what I'm saying? Cause
yeah, but at least he had. He had a father.
I'm thankful
I don't think he was.
I'm thankful of the Bush administration, because if he ain't mess up so bad, we wouldn't have had the first African American president. Because a lot of the white folks went in there. Look, they went in that booth. They said they was gonna vote Republican, but they went in that booth. They hit the Obama.
He couldn't. Bush couldn't run again anyway. So he got it. A lot of people felt like he shouldn't have got it the first time, but he did get reelected. And there are some things that he did.
The war helped him.
People don't like to switch presidents during the war, but if you're doing so bad, Carter, we wasn't in a war with Carter, but they switched on Carter, because of some choices that he made as far as, a lot of things like that. But if Bush, looking back on it, he had some initiatives that were good, and he was nothing like what we got right now. A lot of people would much rather have him if they could today.
Nobody gonna look bad compared to what we got now. Anybody, I don't care who it is. You go back to Bush, Clinton, Carter, you know what I'm saying? Any President Nixon, you know what I'm saying? You go back to any of them. But no, I remember that election being so
Nixon
controversial.
Is about the one that looks as bad, but the thing
I still think Al Gore won that election. But he went in and he got the re-election, but September 11th helped him with that. I think we wasn't in war and all that stuff. I'm not sure if he would have got reelected, but nobody wants to switch a president during wartime, and everybody kind of stuck together during that time.
I think that's why certain things, people end up getting stuck in situations that are worse. Stuff like that. If somebody's not doing good, get them out of there. Get them out of there. Because I remember a lot of people was like, well, if you want them out of here, go ahead and get them out of here, because the next president, usually for the most part, presidents have experience, some type of experience. Even though Bush didn't have his father had been a president. He knew something. He had experience because
he was a governor.
He had been a governor. He had done something. He had done something. This thing we got, he hadn't even been a representative. It's just crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's just nothing. I brought nothing to the table but foolishness. Well, it's been an hour and 45 minutes, Stephon. I'm about to get off of here and get out of here. I can't believe it's been an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know who's still here. I don't know. It's Annie. I know Joyelle, I think, took a call. I think Annie had to take a call. But they hung in here. There's B, thank you again for that super sticker. Annie, thank you so much for that super sticker. I appreciate you, ladies. We've been going and going. We went from Country Wayne to politics to.
The target thing led us to the politics, didn't it?
Oh yeah, from Country Wayne, right. Because I did notice that. I was like, they in Target. I didn't really think about the.
I didn't know what was going on when I was like, did Target do something? I didn't know what was going on, I just
Yeah.
saw a bunch of comments. You know, I saw your comment. I think in there, won't you? Didn't you say she need to mind her business?
Yeah, she need to mind her business. That man told her stay away from his family.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's not with Ashley, but still, that's his child's mother, and
Yeah,
he
I
feel
don't
like Ashley is more family right now than her.
I don't know what's her gain or why she want to stay around if she want to be with
I don't know why she keep bringing his child's name up because his mother
yeah.
said don't mention her name, like don't say her name.
Yeah, I just don't understand that part. But you know, this is Wayne world, so you know, there's a lot of
Yeah,
things I
but
don't
they
understand.
some stuff that is just not written that good, and that's one of them. She just needs to let it go, leave that alone.
Oh,
It's
poor
like she had
Kendrick.
no business, and she didn't even have to go over there and tell Phil about it. Like
Mm-mm.
he was like, okay, he wasn't surprised. He was surprised, but it wasn't like shocking. He was like, okay, well, he know about Ashley.
Yeah, I don't
Like she
know
had
what
no reason to even go over there and say anything to him about it.
other than just having a storyline for her. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
just get. I
And
mean,
then
she got a boyfriend. Just deal with it now.
yeah,
Deal with who you got.
I like the girl that Phil with. She kind of goofy, funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
Alexis is crazy.
yeah,
Uh,
Alexis. Yeah, yeah.
I think Phil still got in his mind about the fact that she messed with Jay and the baby was supposed to be his cousins. So I
Okay.
don't. He. It seems like he kind of want to give her a chance, but
But
it's
won't the
always
mother hating
he like
on
that
them?
baby. He like that
Won't
baby
won't
and stuff, huh?
won't her mother hating on them?
Well, she
Telling
liked
her.
Phil. Yeah, her mom liked her. See, that's what's so crazy. They be having the craziest relationships. What in the world would your mom do liking your ex? That's crazy.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
her mom, yeah, she was telling her crazy stuff to do that was throwing her off. She's trying to get Phil back, and her mom was telling her to do all this crazy stuff.
I hope
So
they don't do something with Michael Ralph because you know the guy that Kendrick representing gave the address so Mike can
mhm.
so
Yeah,
I
because he
don't know
realized that they don't care anything about him. He specifically asked that guy,
not to
please
do
don't
that.
do anything. If you're gonna do something, wait till. And that wasn't really good to say. But the thing about it is that okay, you asked him to wait until after you got your stuff settled. So stuff that you wouldn't even be in if Hulk hadn't dropped your name. So
Right,
Hulk dropped your name and kept trying to act like it wasn't a big deal until OG was like, man, you got to stop acting and stop tripping. You know that was wrong. So he did that. And then now you ask this guy, Trigger, not to say anything, not to do anything to Kendrick. He goes and does something anyway. And then they keep talking about the family, putting the set and all that stuff in your head, but they ain't thinking about you. So I think he
right.
realized that when he gave Mike that address, he realized that like this man don't care nothing about me. You know,
I'm
it's
disappointed.
like it's only certain people. It's only certain people within the game that they care about.
Right. I'm disappointed with the guy that's playing the OG. Like, why is you not talking to Hope some sense into him
Well,
more?
he
I mean,
finally did. I don't think Hulk
yeah.
was hearing it for real because you know he did, and that's when Hulk finally kind of just like squashed it. And he one time he said he was going to call Mike and check his temperature, see how he was.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then
oh yeah.
that's when he wanted to talk about it. But then he told Mike to come by himself. Mike had Ralphie and Hulk go to tripping. That's why I said Hulk didn't really mean that because Ralphie is his cousin. Like
What you
that's your
call him?
cousin. Mike.
Rashad. I'm just waiting for him. He becoming a villain too, Rashad. He
Yeah,
become
yeah. Wait till he sees
like
because it's really his fault that happened with Kendrick because he made it worse. Hulk used the excuse that Ralphie was with Mike, but then Rashad made it worse because he told another lie. And then so now Kendrick has gotten hurt. So he played his part in all that too.
and see he got scared because he saw J Diva them up there, but they was really up there for trying to get that guy T Hustle mama aid or something. So they
Yeah.
wasn't even up there about for him, and he just got all scared and everything and told that lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which made everything worse. But what do you think about T Hustle? Do you think he gonna backstab Jocelyn?
I think it's a possibility. If he keeps letting his homeboy talk to him, he will.
Yeah,
Or
because once the money,
it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be the homeboy or Jocelyn.
because the money ain't gonna start looking as
Because
good.
she out of that. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
out of that. So it's gonna get
well,
to a point where it's gonna the money or
they got
Jocelyn.
to mess it up in ways where they got to mess everything up. Everybody, nobody can
Yeah,
have a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? You could be the best of friends, and and then all of a
yeah.
sudden y'all up
They
here
just like the
arguing
drama.
over. Yeah, yeah,
Arguing over
arguing
money,
over.
man, a woman, a man,
Yeah,
assets, who did what first, who did what last, anything.
but it's entertaining. But yeah, Lion Fried, I enjoyed you tonight. I hope I uh, talked a little good. Did
You
good
did
for you
good.
on your show.
You did good.
You
You just
know,
gotta
I told you.
remember what we can and can't say because
Yeah, yeah.
they'll
Oh, I'm
they'll
sorry. I'm
flag
sorry. I hope I
they'll
ain't.
flag you. Yeah.
I hope you can take that out. Take that out. What I said.
I
But
don't
no.
I don't know. You could probably take it out, but they didn't do anything to the lie yet, so I'm gonna hope they just hope it's
Oh,
all
okay.
right.
Well, maybe because it's so far. Maybe because it's so far. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they usually look at the first. What is it? 15 minutes. See if you cuss or anything like that or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed tonight.
All
You
right.
know,
I
I'm gonna take
appreciate you. I
me.
appreciate you and Shawanda. I forgot Shawanda was up here for a minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody in chat. I couldn't see who
Let's see
was
the
in
chat.
there. So if somebody
Yeah,
spoke,
Spencer, Annie, Joyelle. We had that troll. Aries B. Aries B came in. Thank you, Aries B, for that super sticker. Thank you, Annie, for the super sticker. Who else? I forgot the Ivan, the trolls. His I don't know why I remember his name. Angie came in. Angie is from Britain. Yep, that was about it. We had a good crowd, a good group.
oh, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, I
told
was
you I
just
was
fun
about
and
to
stupid
take me.
big.
I was about to take me a break, a YouTube break. You know my YouTube breaks.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You still gonna
You
take your
know-
break?
oh yeah, I gotta take it. Because I don't like all this.
Yeah,
If you take too much, too much of this can
yeah.
get real
You gotta let
negative.
it go.
I'm a
Yeah,
little. I'm
that
about
negative energy.
positive. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm about positive, and I don't want that in me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
yeah,
you got real life stuff that might be stressing you. You don't want
yeah.
to put
You don't
this
need
up
all the
there.
other
So
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So sometimes I just need that
I
break.
mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
But
think everybody should.
I might wash in the bushes. You in there? So, but no, I just need a little break. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. I think everybody should take a break sometime from it.
yeah, yeah.
From the other ones too. From the other platforms too.
Yeah, because it's not just this sector. I mean, everybody, when you in a sector, you think it's just happening in your sector, but I see
Yeah,
so much
the other
messy
social
stuff.
media platforms like
Yeah,
TikTok, people talk about all the other,
hmm
Instagram. I think some people just take a break from all of it. Like Annie takes breaks. Like Annie will take a 30-day break. Like Annie's taking, like, if I'm not mistaken, like a 3-month break, like a 90-day break. Yes.
yeah,
Sometimes
because
people just need a break and just gets rejuvenated and just come back.
yeah, and it's not healthy being up here every day and on
Right.
every go to this platform, to that platform. Not healthy because you're gonna start stressing yourself out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And unless you go to positive, like
Yeah.
your show is positive, so that's why I like coming here because you talk and you walking and what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
dog
We ain't
comes,
trying to, yeah, when
the
you trying
dog
to do that,
comes
we're
and
trying to get
barks.
past little dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
You trying to listen
You
to the
keep
birds and get past little dogs.
miss my trade that day. I thought I was gonna get one. I thought I was gonna get a trade video from you. You
Yeah,
know, a
they
lot of
sneak up
people.
on me. You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go and kind of sit for them. You
Yeah,
gotta figure
yeah,
out
yeah.
when they.
When they get like some people get them, like they got the what is it, the
You notice when they
walkie-talkie
get.
thing,
Yeah, yeah,
the radio that can tell when they coming and all that stuff. Yeah,
right.
yeah. But yeah, that's when you say what I do on YouTube. Yeah, I look at a lot of stuff. You'd be amazed how much stuff I be because it's fascinating. You learn stuff up here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
even if you get a cooking video, shoot it. That's why I said no excuse if you can't cook because you can learn stuff up here.
yeah.
They'll teach you how to cook.
You can
You know
watch
what I'm
a lot of
saying?
people. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
a
I
lot of
learned a
people
lot.
love teaching. A lot of people love doing those tutorial cooking videos, teaching people how to cook. And then even if they're not really even trying to teach you, you just watch them. You know, you can just
Yeah,
watch them and learn.
yeah. A lot of stuff you just never know. Top of the Brown. I like watching her videos. Her and her husband. Know who that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, I like
I
watching
watch
her and
it.
her
Yeah,
husband.
I watch hers. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was talking
yeah.
about Target too, because you know her stuff is in Target.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I remember her. What she said she was gonna do, like pull it out or something.
But she's in a contract right now, so she was like, you know, she can't really do anything right now, and so people have to realize that if she were to do something, like she's in a contract, so she's gonna have to be held, you know, to that contract, and then even after the contract, she's gonna have to see because it takes a lot into. She had a lot of stuff, and so then you
Right,
got to go into warehouse, people working, and stuff like that.
right, right.
So I guess she
Yeah.
pretty much kind of stuck with the contract, but after the fact, I guess during this time while she's still with them, she's trying to figure out how that can go. Maybe some online shipments, you know, different stuff like that. She said, you know, a lot of it takes more than what people think.
Her food be looking good though. I mean, look at this. I said, I ain't vegan, but I eat that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She be making some good food up there. You know what I'm saying? And she looks so young. Her daughter could be twins. You know what I'm saying? They look
yeah.
like twins. You know,
She don't be letting. She
but that's
probably let stuff stress her out. You know, she just come
yeah,
on here do
yeah.
her thing. She get gone,
But
focus on business.
that's what draws me to her. She has like a personality that you can tell she real friendly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that positive energy, that aura around her. You can tell the positive energy around people anyway. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, there's only so many people I come up on their chats, and that's usually the ones I support. So, yeah.
right.
But I really appreciate it. I had fun with you tonight. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, we had a good time. I appreciate you coming up. Again,
oh yeah,
Shawanda, shout out to you, Shawanda, if you still. I know Shawanda around here somewhere. Ain't no telling. Shawanda probably been in 3 or 4 houses since she left her. And thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Aries B, for those super stickers again. I can't say thank you enough because you didn't have to do it, but you did, and I appreciate you. And thank you, Stephon, for always supporting. You always shooting a super sticker, super chat, cash app. I appreciate y'all for that.
oh no problem. Like I said, support positive people. You one of them. So
Right. Yeah.
that's
You
why I
know, try
don't
to
mind.
support positive content. Because a lot of
Yeah,
times we don't get the support, you know, like the negative stuff. And like I said, I like to watch some drama sometimes, but I don't like it when it goes too far. And I don't like it
yeah,
when it does, you know, certain things that they get done.
yeah. A little
You know,
messy
just
is
try to stay out of it
look.
because if you get in it, you end up doing some stuff too that you really didn't want to do. But you know, sometimes I don't know. I think stuff be going on with people at home, and so they see social media as an outlet. And then I don't know
Right,
if they've been bullied or if they are bullies. Because you know, either on social media, it can be the fact that maybe they weren't cool in school, maybe they weren't cool in college, maybe they weren't hanging around the people who was all popular or whatever. Sometimes they got bullied, or sometimes they were the bully, and then they come on social media and they want to act the same way, you know, or
right,
sometimes it may be something not going right at home or something, or with somebody they know, a family member or friend, and then they feel like, well, I don't have to see them, so I just let them have it.
right. But what you call them? A little mess. We like a little. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, not too much, not too
Not
much.
too much.
You know,
Love it hip hop mess. Love it hip hop, but we don't like when it getting You know, I really don't like it when they start getting real personal in their
Right, right.
tracking them down and all that stuff. And like this is YouTube. This ain't nothing but fantasies and lies. Stop taking this. You know, but that's why I have to take breaks because I'll be like, man, I don't want that in me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's all right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all right. Take a break and come back. The app will still be there.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
still be there. Maybe they don't calm down there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, or whatever. But I don't. You know, I don't watch. I try not to watch stuff that also trigger me evil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I see something, I say, yeah, I'm gonna keep getting triggered by being here. I'm not gonna watch them, or if I support the content creator, I'll just come back when they ain't talking about whatever they talking about that day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong
Yes.
with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot of times, I like it when content creators will say that because a lot of them understand that, like, I know you might not like this, but some of y'all might not like this. But then sometimes some want you there. They don't care what's going on. But a lot of times they understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I appreciate you,
Oh,
Steph. I'm gonna get out of here.
good night.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, Stephon. And look, you already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go over here and see what we missed. So, so we'll probably do this again in a few weeks, y'all. I don't know, but I appreciate y'all for coming in. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you, Stephon. I enjoyed the chat again. Annie, Spencer, Shawanda, Aries B, Angie from Britain. I try not to miss anybody. See, I got Aries B, got Annie, I think I got everybody. Oh, even Ivan. Thank you, Ivan. Joyelle. I knew it was somebody. Joyelle. Joyelle, sis, I wasn't going to forget you. I had to keep scrolling. But thank y'all again. Thank y'all for coming over here. In Lions Pride, we visited Wayne's World today. So I'll see y'all on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride Original. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Stephon just dropped down. I'm up here by myself. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. See y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.